Guys, welcome back to the Wheel 6 channel. So, this is going to be kind of a different video than what I normally kind of do. But, first I want to start off with, I do have a Patreon, and I do have, you know, a few things. So, my Patreon will be in the description. Also, there's a video that I'm trying to upload, but I think I figured out how to, because my footage kept corrupting while I was editing it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to transfer the file from my GoPro to my phone to my computer. So hopefully that will go better and it won't corrupt. So that video will be out before this one, hopefully. So, why am I recording this video? Today, we're going to actually review my 2005 Honda Civic EX. I'm not sure if it's a special edition or normal EX, but pretty much what's going on is I'm going to try to tell you the good, the bad, and the ugly. So the first thing is the good. The car is great. It's a great daily driver. It's a great A to B car. It's, and as looking at these Civics, these are going around for $500 to $4,000. These are actually going up in price because they are rare. And so as these are rare, becoming more and more rare, especially this coupe configuration, I see more ES1s than I do EM2s. And pretty much a lot of stuff has gone on. And so I'm gonna get the car set up and warmed up. Actually, no, it should be already warmed up. As I let this warm up, bird shit all over my car. Ooh, that was poppy. So, as stated here, so I'm gonna talk about that later in a different video. You'll see it on my Patreon. I'm gonna post it on there first, and then I'll upload it later. I don't know. I'm gonna figure out stuff. But yeah, so this is my Civic. The mods that are done to it are, it has a JDM D17A, so it has 10.5 compression. It has the better VTEC. Has more power, so it makes around 130 horsepower. The tires that is on, it is on a I think 195 R40, I think, R60 15s. And these are like generic Walmart tires that you can buy. Honestly, I'm impressed with how good they are for how cheap they were. They're actually pretty good summer tire. They grip pretty well once they're warmed up. So, as it being a Civic, it's not very fast, but that's not the one other mod, it has L&Deck coilovers, it has a DNA header with a full Yakanaka catback, so it sounds pretty good for being, just a 4-cylinder. I'm gonna do a few other mods to it. It has a Teo radio, it has upgraded brakes, and that's pretty much it on the mods for this car. Besides the rear drums, I'm gonna switch those to an EL. So the EL is, so pretty much in Canada, we never got these in America. There's an EL, and the EL is pretty much an Acura, but it has similar engine to what's in the car now, but it has all-round disc brakes. I believe all the ELs were a 4-door, and it had a different rear end and a few other differences, but that's pretty much it. As you know, I'm gonna turn on the light here so you guys can kind of see. I'll pop the cover. Yes, this is a shit box, so don't blame me if I have to pull off a cover or something to undo something else. But as seen here, pop the hood. Sorry, my transmission is loud. I think I need to replace it. But yeah, this is the D17A. It took about 4 years to build this car. Yes, I put about 1,000 miles on it in the 4 years that I have owned it. But in the 4 years, I kind of learned some little tips and tricks of the car and some other type deals. The only thing I don't like about these, well, here, I'll wait until we go to the bad. Pretty much everything good. It's easy on gas. It is built pretty well since it is a Honda. It's reliable for the most part. I mean, I had some few hiccups, but I mean, I built it over 4 years, so I'm gonna expect some. I have some other type deals here. Let me take off my hat. You know, as it being a Honda, it is not the most reliable. You know, it's reliable, but this car has the chassis itself has over 200,000 miles. You know, you're gonna expect some hiccups here and there, especially you're gonna find these cars around, I'd say, the 150 to 200,000 mark. You can probably find some low mile examples that are pretty clean, not beat up, not rusty. Like mine's pretty rusty underneath. It's getting worse, but it's the only car I got. My TL right now is just so broken, I can't drive it anywhere without worrying about blowing up the engine. So, yeah. I'm gonna get new headlights and a few other things, but I'm gonna do a few things, and then I will we'll continue the video here, and I will see you guys till then. Okay guys, so I'm at kind of a filming location slash like where an area where I can like kind of show you guys what the car can kind of do. I do plan on doing like a Toge video at some point. Of course in Mexico. But this is kind of like a little sneak peek, I guess. So how the car drives. I mean, obviously my alignment's off, so it's not going to be too intuitive. But, I mean, it's a tight little car. And, I mean, everybody knocks on these cars when they're honestly not even that bad. And it's like, it handles well. It, you know, turn in's really good. Honestly, if I really wanted to, I could get the rear end to kick out. And, you know, all that type of stuff. Corner. I mean, braking wise, pretty good. I mean, with upgraded brakes, these cars can stop. They're not that heavy. But, you know, for being really cheap, you can find pretty good examples. And I mean, I put 132 miles, hard miles, on this car, and I'm getting pretty good gas mileage. I'm gonna take it a little easy because a few days ago I kind of went through here blasting, so I don't want someone to catch on. But I mean, it's an alright car, and everybody everybody hates these cars. I rate this car on like a scale of 1 to 10. I rate it a good solid 6. It's not the best first car, but it's a good first car. It's not going to be everybody's favorite. It's a good car to learn manual in. It's not very fast, so it's actually kind of safe. Actually gets it for what it is, you know. a great learning car, and in my opinion, it's a great modifiable learning car. And almost all the RSX parts go right onto this car, besides all the case stuff. Well, actually no, the case stuff does go on because you can literally swap the engine from the RSX into this car. I mean, you can convert it to 5-lug, you can keep it 4-lug with the EL stuff. So God, this car handles so well. I mean, obviously I'm being conservative. But, I mean, it handles well. And it's not like it's a really shitty car. Everybody just makes it a shitty car. I mean, all of this 130 horsepower can actually be used, you know, on the street. And everybody's like, I want 1,000 horsepower, I want a fast car. No, you need to learn how to control your car first. I mean, you have to learn your braking zone, you have to learn how to shift, you're going to have to learn how to rev match. And it's not like, you know, these cars and not have a problem. You know, a lot of people become over, like, they're like, they hate on this car because it's like, oh, we didn't get the SI, oh, we didn't, because the SI only came in a hatchback. In my opinion, I kind of built the SI version that we would get of a coupe. You know, too close. And everybody hates these cars. I'm over here like, I love this thing. Yes, it sucks because it's not fast. Yes, it sucks because it's not the strongest engine. But it drives good, it handles well, it's pretty safe. In my opinion, that 6 out of 10 really turns into a 10 out of 10 when you're looking at your first car. Because, I mean, this thing handles great. I mean, the bumps are not the best because my coilovers are kind of on the stiffer side. But you know, as I drive through this, oh God. I mean, yeah, you can tell that these roads are not the smoothest and this car's taking a beating. But it's a very forgiving car, in my opinion. In my opinion, it's a very forgiving car. like, you know, interior quality is okay. I mean, it's a Honda, it's a 2000 Honda. You're not gonna get much more than that. I mean, unless you do a full Acura interior swap, then it's like a kind of a nice car. But at the same time, you know, it's not the prettiest car in the world. It looks good. I'm not gonna deny that, but not the prettiest car in the world. God, this car's out. Get out of the way, birds. And I'm gonna pull up to this church here and kind of get a walk around. You know, I mean, quality, it's okay. This 2000 Honda plastic, but everybody hates on these cars, and everybody wants to say, oh, they suck, they're not fast, the engine sucks. Honestly, this car has as much tuning capability as an RSX, and everybody's just downing these cars. In my opinion, it is a very good car. Yes, it's not the best, yes, it's not the greatest, or not, there, you know, and ugly owning this car, you know, it sucks. And I mean, the bad is, yes, the engines are weak. Yes, it's not the best car. It's, you know, it sucks. It really does. And it's, oh God, sorry guys. And it's not, you know, the best car for any particular deal besides really daily driving. And if you do get the stick shift, I recommend the EX because that's the higher trim level. And you know, everybody doubts these cars. In my eyes, this car handles spectacularly. I mean, I'm running these corners around 40-50 mile an hour, and this car is chucking it. My Acura TL Type S can do the exact same thing, but I need coilovers because the car is so heavy. Oh God, that's a deer. Oh, there's a baby deer. I'm also being cautious because this is a new area for me. And, you know, as I drive this car, I enjoy it more and more for what it is. You know, learning how to drive is fun. And if you can push this slow car to its absolute limit, then you can absolutely get into a newer car and push its limits. Trust me, you can learn everything you need to know in this thing. You don't need to, you know, do a whole bunch of different things to this thing to make it handle well. You know, check both ways. And yeah, these roads are curvy, but I'm not sending them because yes, I know my limits. I know this car. I know it can be all right. You know, and everybody's like, well, the thing is, everybody hates on these. Yes, there's not as much customization. But you can pretty much retrofit everything that you need on this car. And in my opinion, it is just as modifiable, and everybody's just like, why? Why modify a 7th gen Civic? That's like, not everybody has the budget, and then even if you do own this car, you may not have the budget to really make it handle. But I mean, if you have an automatic base model, use the automatic slow gears. You just turn it into a manual. You don't need to spend more than, you know, your allotted paycheck on this thing to make it fun. Yes, it's an everyday commuter, but at the same time, it's still a Civic. It's a stiff chassis. It handles. But it's not like it's crappy. It handles. I've been talking about it. Like, sorry guys, my brain is just driving right now. But I'm trying to say is, yes, there is some bad cars. The D17 is not the most reliable Honda D series. I'm gonna just say it now. It's not. It is not the most reliable Honda engine out there. But at the same time, it still handles. And I don't have to push my car to have fun. That's the main point. You need to just learn how to enjoy your own car. And everybody hates on these cars. In my opinion, modism, yes, I'm gonna promote modism. I agree with it. Respect all builds. You don't have to agree, but I would respect. Because not everybody has the money to have a cool car. You know, it's not like I can go buy a Mustang and afford it easily. I can't. I don't have a job. Not everybody has the ability to get a job, you know. And at the same time, as you drive, it's enjoyable. And the ugly is, people are gonna say, oh, you drive a 7th gen Civic. But it's not that bad. But at the same time, it is such a great car. It is so easy to modify these. So that's my viewpoint. In a non-biased standpoint, yeah, it's a good car. I'm not gonna deny it. It is a good car. Yeah, not everybody likes it, but not everybody will agree that it's a good car. But in my eyes, it is. It's reliable. It's modifiable to a degree with the stock engine. It's even more customizable once you do some extreme mods. God, it's freaking bright out today, guys. Oh, cool. I'm on my way back out to here. In my ownership, this car is... So, what happened with the video? My GoPro apparently shot itself, so I'm gonna end the video from here. In my eyes, the Civic is a great car, but it does have its faults. And it does have, you know, its downsides of being one of the worst Civics. I mean, you cannot, but the thing is, there's a whole bunch of different spiels. It depends if you like the car, if you don't. It's your opinion and your opinion alone. In my eyes, it's a good car, it's a reliable car, and it works. So, I'm actually editing the video right now, and as I said, my previous videos that I tried to upload of fixing the Civic didn't go as planned. And I've tried my best in trying to get it to work, but almost all the files are corrupt, and I can't change anything about it. So, you guys will just get this video, I guess. As I said, go down in the description, go hit the like, the bell. You'll see it in the little thing, because I'm getting better at editing. I'm using Clipchamp right now. Eventually I'll learn how to use DaVinci. Just right now, Clipchamp's one of the easiest things you can use on your computer. It already comes pre-installed if you have Windows Pro. So it's a pretty nice tool to have in your arsenal when you're first making videos. A nice clean editor. Also, I recommend, I think it's called Splice, and what you can do it on your phone instead. That's how I used to do it, but I was like, okay, let me try on my computer, because it takes to do anything 4K related takes an hour on my phone. But of course, I was on like my 10. No, it wasn't my 10. It was, I think, my 11 or 12 that I had. And it took forever to do it. And on here, it takes about the same amount of time. So I was like, I might as well just do it on my computer, and I can have my phone not be hot. So that's what I'm kind of doing here. I will be doing some more gaming content, so I'll put my gaming channel down below. Also, my Patreon will be down below if you guys want to go see that. I'm trying to get some financials figured out so that we have some money. I'm actually going to go see some old friends down near where my dad used to live, so that'll be fun. It's like it's about 1 in the morning, and I'm editing. I'm like, sure, I'm gonna edit, so I want to get these videos out for you guys, as I said. So, I'm sorry for the sporadic things, but it's just my GoPro keeps having problems. I do have a Hero 9, so that could be a part of it with these software updates. I haven't had a problem until recently. Like, I haven't had any cutout, any nothing. I think my camera just keeps overheating. And actually, I can show you guys the battery of kind of how, it's puffed up. Like, the battery is squishy. It shouldn't be squishy. So, I think I need to get new batteries, so that's fun. Another $50 that I don't have, down the drain. But they are like 2 to 4 year old batteries, so what do you expect? I have done a lot in the past few days. I'm trying to upload. The Civic has some minor changes. I just put in a reverse camera today. I just did. I fixed the sub problem. I just didn't hook up the right input. But now it's having like an Apple CarPlay wireless problem. But I already have the cable set up, and I use the cable most of the time anyway. It is convenient, but it is what it is. So that's how it's been. I'm truly sorry for the sporadic, when I use my GoPro, it's so, it doesn't work half the time. Sorry about that. It's GoPro things. I'm trying to get an Insta360 because I want to get some back views of the Civic, and trust me, that exhaust sounds really good. And I want to get two 360s. I want to get the small camera that I can put on my hat. So I'll wear my hat forward. You gotta get a little bit better of a POV instead of the high view that I got. But I was wearing a hat in the video, so that's why my head was so, like, it looked like I was looking up the whole time. I wasn't. It's just I had the camera up. That was my fault. I didn't realize that, and I'll try better next time, and I'll make sure that these videos get put in, and they're done right. Try not to keep you guys here for too long, because this video is already 20 minutes long. I'm gonna add probably under 10 just talking, so I'm gonna try to keep this short. I'm trying to make sure that the videos are entertainable, and we're trying to keep them. And yes, the Civic is great. It's a great car, but God that car was a nightmare when I was building it. I kept having electrical problems. But a lot of it is from the previous owner. And when I got the engine, it had an intake manifold. It had an actual hole in the intake manifold. I'm like, bruh. So that's why I was running so wonky for so long. And the transmission is going out. I mean, it literally sounds like it has rod knock when it's just the transmission clicking and clacking. So I hope at some point, and yes, I'm setting in my cheap here compared to my expensive one. I just have the footrest on this one. I want to use the footrest on it. So, yeah. Also, 3D printer, got that for Christmas. New computer built. I'll mostly keep that on my gaming channel. I'm gonna do some reviews and stuff because I did do a little bit of tech stuff. You know, as you guys saw in some of my other videos, like my PS5, which is over there, and all that type of stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna move all my tech stuff onto my other channel. So please like, subscribe. I won't show my face on that channel until I want to keep my face on one channel right now instead of two, because like I primarily want people to see me for me, not me for how I look and how my hand is or whatever. I don't care on this channel because yeah, I'm gonna be out doing stuff IRL, so who gives a fuck? But I want that channel just to be more online / techie, so that way you guys don't get nerded out from me trying to do stuff. So all the tech stuff will go onto that channel. So I'll put that in, as I said earlier, I'll put that in the link description. Put my Patreon in the link description, please. You don't have to do it, but you can do as many things as you want. I'm still learning how to use Patreon and everything, and how to set it up. I also have a Discord server. It has both my channels in it. I'll have the link for that down in the description as well, and you guys can go check it out. You can put your car videos, talk about stuff, and then in the gaming section talk about furry stuff, all that type of stuff. Yes, I'm a furry. Doesn't matter. Whatever. You can judge me however you want. But I want to make sure you guys get the right content and get the good content, because it's hard. And yes, I've been doing this for years, but now being at 100+ subscribers, it's making me realize I gotta output more videos on a day-to-day basis. I don't care if I have to do it in a vlog style. I don't care if I have to do it in a POV style. I will do it. I will do the best I can. I'm trying to get a job at some point this summer. I'm trying to enjoy my summer somewhat because I'm 18. This will be one of the last years of summer, unless I do college. But when you're in college, half the time you're working. So I want to, enjoy my freedom while it lasts. And that's about it. So yeah, this is the end of this video here. Peace out, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.